Located in a peaceful outskirts of Ubud, Bali, Mana Earthy Paradise is a next-generation eco-resort run by Earth Company, a Bali and Japan-based NGO committed to empowering and inspiring changemakers across the Asia-Pacific to realize social change. Believing that tourism needs not and should not create negative social and environmental impact, Mana Earthy Paradise employs a variety of innovative eco-technologies and sustainable practices to demonstrate how hospitality businesses of the future ought to be, while being mindful of the cultural context of Bali.
So my husband and I started an NGO called Earth Company back in 2014 to support amazing, exceptional, impactful changemakers that would shape the future of Asia Pacific. And we also deliver educational programs, and we've hosted over 500 participants from 23 different countries, including United States, European countries, Japan, Singapore, and other parts of Southeast Asia. And these program participants, they stay in mainstream hotels in Ubud, many of which aren't exactly sustainable. And tourism in Bali has been contributing to quite many environmental issues such as water shortages, waste management, degradation of soil, and all kinds of environmental issues, as well as social problems as well. And so we didn't want to be part of the problem, we wanted to be part of the solution. And that's why we started Mana Earthy Paradise.
So we had to select 3 sustainability features to talk about Mana, our earth-backed villas, water, and also our farm-to-table concept. The earth-backed architectural technique was something that was developed in California by this Iranian-American architect in the 90s, and it's slowly spreading all over the world. Basically, the idea is that you put soil in a long tubular plastic bag, and then you stack these bags on top of each other. And so it's a very cheap, ecological way of building. It's also fast to build, and it's very resilient. And so now even like refugee camps are starting to use this as a construction technique. And so all our villas are made of these earth bag walls, and then we have a bamboo roof like the one that you see here. So it's a really interesting way of building that's very sustainable. In terms of water, as you may know, Bali suffers from severe water shortages. A lot of it is due to the tourism industry using up too much water. And so we want to do our part to minimize our water footprint. And so we harvest rainwater, so we catch the rainwater through our roofs, and then we store that water underneath our parking lot in a big water tank, and then we filter that water through a multimedia filter. And so all the water that comes out on site through the shower, through the tap, is actually drinkable. And then once that water is used in the villas or restaurants or in the toilets, we also filter them locally through our wastewater garden system. And then by the time it comes out of the wastewater garden, it's pretty clear, and we reuse that water to for our plants and gardens. And so it's really a circular system. Our third sustainability feature is our farm-to-table concept. And so we have permaculture gardens here on site where we grow organic, indigenous fruits and vegetables. And then we bring that to the restaurant. So some of the ingredients that we use at the restaurant actually come from our gardens. And then any food waste that we generate, leftover food or things that are being wasted, then will come back to the garden. We'll compost it, and then it goes back to the soil, right? And so it's a farm to table, table to farm, and then farm to table. So it's a very much a circular system, and we want to grow more and more vegetables and fruits here on site.
We started Mana to exemplify a new way of being we want to see in the future, which is a truly circular economy. We aren't just eco-conscious, but conscious in every way possible. For example, we have a conscious store, and it's a store where the more you buy, the better the world will be. So we sell anything that is organic, eco, ethically sourced, locally manufactured, and socially minded. So we prioritize selling products that are made by other NGOs and social enterprises, as well as local women and marginalized groups to support the local economy and nurture social entrepreneurship here in Bali and beyond. We do lots of fundraising events as well as weekly markets to give opportunities to local vendors to sell their products, as many of them have lost their jobs due to COVID. And the profits from any part of this hotel are reinvested into NGO work to support the change makers throughout the Asia Pacific. So we aim to be a truly circular economy, not only environmentally, but also socially as well.
In terms of next steps, we have a couple of exciting projects in the pipeline. So the first one is a playground. We want to build a playground on site so that families and their children can come and play. And there really aren't that many places like that in Bali, including Ubud. So we want to be family oriented and inclusive for our little ones. And the second project is a bio pool. So we don't have a swimming pool on site at the moment, so we want to create one that is very much natural and environmentally conscious. And so we want to, similar to all the other facilities, we want to make it in a conscious way. And then in the medium term, we also want to build like an academic building where a bigger conference hall kind of place where we can fit about 100 people to hold bigger workshops and even conferences. That's a request that we received before COVID, and so maybe in 2 or 3 years' time we can have a bigger building to be able to do that kind of thing.
So from the very beginning, our purpose was not to sort of build an eco-resort, but it was more to build a demonstration of the existing solutions for sustainability.